In this lesson, we'll discuss plumbing systems. So up to this point, we've added fixtures, we looked at piping, and all the other various elements that would go into a piping system. However, looking at the model on your screen, we actually have a layout of a bathroom. In that bathroom, we have plumbing fixtures. Those plumbing fixtures do have piping systems, in this case, the hot and cold water supply pipe system supplying the water to the actual sinks. But we also have waste lines, removing the water and waste from each of the actual water closets that are listed or shown in my actual model. Those waste lines belong to a plumbing system. So before we start to add a lot of detail to a new model, we want to make sure we define our systems. In this case, we would add a plumbing system. Now, the importance of a plumbing system is that it's the glue that holds all of these elements together within that plumbing system. So to create a plumbing system, the first thing I would need is to create a symbol or a plumbing fixture or fixtures. Then after I've created those fixtures, I could actually select those. If they currently do not belong to a system, I can add those to a system. So to see this information, we'll want to view it in the System browser. To view the System browser, let's go to the View tab on your ribbon, then all the way to the right, click the User Interface dropdown and choose System Browser. Verify systems are set for the view and change the discipline to piping. Now underneath piping, you'll actually see 6 systems. The system that is visible on my screen is the sanitary system. And if I expand that, I can actually click on it and it will highlight all of the components and the system pipes that belong to this plumbing system. Now note, one of the actual water closets, the one in the lower left, does not belong to this system. It is actually located under the unassigned category. So anything you add that's not assigned to any system will always be placed in the unassigned system category. Hence, that's what I see in the lower left when I highlight it. Now, I'm going to use this as an example of how I could potentially create a new piping, or in this case, plumbing system. So I'm going to click, first of all, in the background to deselect. Now let's click on that water closet in the lower left. Just go ahead and click on it once, it'll highlight. All the way in the upper right of your ribbon, you'll see Create Systems, and it's indicating piping. This is because it's currently unassigned to a current system, and it's allowing me to create a system from it. So if I click Piping right now, it's going to ask me, well, what type of system do you want to create? Well, it understands that it's a sanitary system, or it also could be a cold water system for the supply, and I could also name the system. Now, I'm not going to do that. I'm just showing an example of how I could do this. The reason I'm not going to do it is because this system already exists that I would want to connect this water closet to. So let's just go ahead and click Cancel. Now, the system that I want to add this water closet to is the Sanitary 1 system. So in the System browser on the right, go ahead and select Sanitary 1. It'll highlight all of the elements that currently belong to that system. Now with that system highlighted, on your ribbon, click Edit System. When you click on Edit System, the ribbon will change and it'll ask you now several things that you can do. One is add things to system. Anything emphasized in a dark, bold, or line type is currently added to the system. 10 elements right now. However, anything grayed out is not added to the system. So in this instance here, I want to add this additional water closet to the system. So I'm simply going to mouse over this water closet, left click on it, and it now becomes emphasized or in more bold print or line, and it's now added to the system. And I see the number of elements in the system goes up. To save this, just click Finish Editing System. That element is now added to the water closet system, in this case the Sanitary 1 system, and if you highlight it in the System browser, you'll see it highlights in your Revit model. Go ahead and click anywhere in the background. So as a review, in this lesson we covered plumbing systems. We looked at what a plumbing system is, basically the glue that holds everything together, and we talked about how to create a plumbing system, basically creating a plumbing fixture or another plumbing fixture, and selecting those fixtures, and if they do not belong to a system, I can create a piping system, or in this case, a plumbing system from them. However, if a plumbing system exists, I can edit that plumbing system and add new plumbing fixtures to that current system. All of this can be viewed in the system browser.